Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. The run from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. You see that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give out of the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hansen. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarter...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Third and short now from their own 48. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Working the middle. At the 35, he's loose. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Handoff to the lone back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw on second down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. Florida 14, Michigan 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On second down, wants to throw it. Spits it out to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that you know if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a team.
He's going for it all. And the ball is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll...
The receiver.
Downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Hawkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. This is a designed run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the right. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know we wanted that pick 6, but the offense is in business.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that? That's 3 already.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Giving him his pass.
Minnesota is brought down at the 23, and the Michigan offense will take over 1st and
10. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one.
Bringing it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag.
That's right. Don't let him get away with that. Don't let him get away with that.
First down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on second and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force the football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. A run for the quarterback.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Tackled after picking up the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Snap it to the back. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown Gator! And the punishment has been extended. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
They'll start this drive with a pass. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, Go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And right down the middle. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them.
Michigan, 14.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter.
Florida, 43. Michigan, 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Get set, get set.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Gator! give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down in the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now on the option. And he's wrestled to the ground.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Lost one deep down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 30. Got a lot of room to the right. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Griffin.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over the they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. These corners going to give them some space. Off the play fake on first down to throw. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. After the misfire, it's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll give it to him again. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
He's marked down at the 33. Third down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Right back to it. At the 45, on his way. Running toward the tape. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.